Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. This is take 2 or 3 for me. I've kind of lost count. I'm getting a little frustrated, so I'm going to take a deep breath. Let it out, and you can see my whiteboard's been touched. So let's go over what we're doing. Today is a swing card. We are using the Whiskey Business stamp set, which is being carried over. We're using the retired DSP flowers for every season. And we're going to be using the soon-to-be retired cinnamon cider. Probably be retired by the time this video airs. And also the repurposing of an old card. So I'm going to set my whiteboard down. This is the card we are going to repurpose. I call it the rock card. Really cute. I did a whole bunch of these for my daughter's birthday several years ago, before I started doing the videos. This is the card, swing card I created using those items on the card, adding a few more. And originally I was going to do this in cinnamon cider, but then I kind of looked like things were getting a bit lost on it, and looks like it needs to be jazzed up a bit. So I decided to do it in basic white, thick basic white that is. And I'm going to show you how to cut the card. So let's go. I already have one done here. So I've changed a few things. My original measurements had you scoring from here to here and here to here. On this one, I scored completely. Hold on, let me show you. I went ahead and I scored down the center. So your card base is 5.5 by 6 3/4. You put it in your cutting tool here, the trimmer. And what I did is I scored from top to bottom. I turned it around back to the 2 3/4, and I scored again. Then I'm going to show you how we make the cuts. Yep. Now this time we are lining this edge up at 4 1/4, and I see that's in camera. Now I do have to stand up to do this. My scoring blade is way down here, but lift up your guide on your cutting tool. Bring this right here down to the 1 1/4, and I'm lining this line up on the cutter to this 1 1/4 mark on my guide ruler. Putting it down, I'm going to push it down, and I am cutting to 2 3/4, which is right here, and this is where my score line is. So I'm going to push down firmly because this is thick, and line these two lines up. Okay, so now I'm going to lift up the guide again, bring it down to the 4-inch mark on the guide ruler, and I'm cutting down to 5 1/2. Yep, it's cut nicely. Now to do the other side, you do the same thing. You line it up at 4 1/4, 1 1/4 to 2 3/4, 4 to 5 1/2. Now that is all the cutting I need on the trimmer. Now, oh, nope, sorry, we still got, I'm telling you, today is not going to be my day for videos. All right, so apparently I forgot to do this cut. So let's get that in the picture. So next we need to line it up. I need a sip of water, hold on. I hope you can laugh with me. It's some of the things that happen when you go to show and do a video. So I've got this lined up at 5 1/2. Bringing the cutting blade down into, once again, this line matching up at the 1 1/4. Now I'm going to bring it all the way down to the 4 1/4 inch mark. Okay, so pushing down firmly and lining it up with 4 1/4, popping it up, turning it around, lining it up at the 5 1.5, lining this up at the 1 1/4, 1 1/4, and I'm simply bringing it down. Nope, to 4 1/4, right there. Yeah, let's see if I can get my, there we have it. Now we have our swing card. And sometimes the little corners, you just need to do a little pop, pop. And I will be honest with you, I think it is easier to score all the way through. You're not going to do this fold here, okay? You're just going to fold the outside, leaving this tongue, if you will, popped out. Like so. And this one, you're going to bring the tongue out towards you. Or how it doesn't matter, each one. But we're going to be covering up these score lines anyways. They will not be seen. And it was just a whole lot easier. And you could have this swinging either way you want. So I'm going to score it both ways. I'm going to score it, crease it both ways. This one we are going to set aside. I'll probably do a different video with that one. And we're going to bring in the one I already did. And we of course need to do some stamping. Now I don't need my Stampin' Pierce mat, as the Whiskey Business stamp set is red rubber. I'm just folding over my scratch paper here. Because we're going to do some stamping off. Now, I originally did this in a monochromatic theme. Need to move some colors. But, nope, crushed curry is not the color I want. Where is the... Oh, I put it back. I'm bringing in the Daffodil Delight and the Cinnamon Cider. Now, the Daffodil Delight, we are just going to do... I'm starting to see... I see something else I would like to do. All right, we're really going to change this card up. I just saw at the corner of my eye when I'm looking, this gorgeous wood grain. And I think we need to do some of that. So let's get a stamp block. I think we need to use some of that on this card. This card needs a little, I mean, this was okay. This was my sample. This was getting my ideas down on what I wanted. And I love everything I've done here. But things got lost in there. And I'm like, I need to change it up. It needs to be a little bit better. So we're bringing in our cinnamon cider here. I'm going to bring the camera. Sorry, y'all. But I want to stamp closer to me. It's really hard to stamp way up there. So, hope you don't mind. And we are going to, let's see what this looks like, because I don't know if I want to stamp off or do it full strength. That's full strength. That's stamped off. Do I want to go this way? I want some interest in here. So, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do it full strength. We are going to do the spine, if you want to call it that. Oh, well, we're going to go ahead. It might overlap a bit. I don't like that. I can already tell you. Okay, let's get the other one. It's always nice to have a spare. I didn't account for this edge. So when I do this, I need to account for. And in fact, let's see. Here we go. You're going to see, I am masking off what I don't want to get anything on. But I want this to be right there. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to turn this way now, because I want to do the opposite end, bringing it down a little so my ink doesn't get on my glass mat. Though it wouldn't matter if it really did. All right, now we're going to do the same thing to the other side, flopping it that way, putting it into our little masking that we made. There we have it. Oh, definitely much better. And I like having that little space in there so you can see it's like paneling. Need to make sure I get... There we have it. So there's some. Now we need to do that also on the opposite side. So we're going to flip it like so. One there. Slide that up a bit. It's okay that it's coming in here because that's all going to get covered up with some DSP. So we're going to pop the tongue out like so, slide it in our little mask we made. There we have it. And this one right there. That is going to give us some interest. Now we are going to also, let me do it this way. I'm trying to, I guess it doesn't matter if I stamp all the way on there. All right. I'm just going to go for it. We're going to just panel the whole thing, leaving a gap. Let's do the bottom, because the idea that's floating in my head is different. All right. This is where I'm not sure if I want to do any more on that side. And I probably won't. I might change my mind. So I'm going to turn it this way. Don't ask. It's just kind of what I do. I don't know if you have silly things like that you do. You know, I could have just continued to stamp, but not. All right. Next, we need to flip it over and repeat. So we're stamping with this wood grain. Actually, I think this is going to work out really good because I'm going to be using the Daffodil Delight in a second. And I got a little too much space there, but that's going to be all right. All right. We're all done with that wood grain for the moment. Next, I want the Daffodil Delight, and we're using this little lemon rind is what it looks like to me. And we are going to put that on this side of this and just I do want them all kind of different. We'll go straight there, a piece there. We're just stamping, having fun. We can go totally sideways there. We could do one partially there because I've got DSP to come down on this, so it doesn't need to be full. And over here, one there, there. And this one's got quite a bit going on it. It's all right. Next, we're going to stamp there, there, turn it this way, turn it that way, and one more down there, and repeat process. Turn and repeat, stamping, just playing around. Is this card for anybody in particular? If you're wondering, nope. I was asked to do a swing card, and I'm like, let's see what I can come up with. And that, my friends, is what we got so far on our we could actually add these, like one there. Yeah, why not? Just add some more interest. We're going to do one totally that way. Am I having too much fun? Probably a little too much with the stamp set, yes. So I'm going to do one there. We're just going to... Now you could have stamped this and then done your cutting. Oops, lost the stamp. Okay, flip it over. We got to do... Since I decided to do that, might as well go with the rest of it. And let's see, here, here. Turn the stamp in your hand, and we are still... There we go. Now, it may not look like much, but let's get the rest on here, and hopefully it comes out the way I visioned. If not, oh, we can start over again, and I'll do another video. So this is, that is not the piece of DSP. So I have 4 pieces of DSP from the Flowers for Every Occasion, because you need front and back, so it's 4. These are 1-inch strips by 1-inch strips by 5 1/2. So you need 4 of those. You need 4 strips of this design. That is 1/2 inch. And where's the rest of them? There's 2. Oh, here they are. I'm like, they're just flipped this way. I'm like, where are those? So let's get to those. And I'm going to set my ink pad, my stamp set aside. We're going to glue these pieces together. So I'm gluing them like so. So I need 2. They can all be done the same way. It's just I'm doing them, gluing them on how they're laying out on the side panels of this card. So glue. All that stamping took a while. There's that one. Let's just flip them all over and give them some glue. And I guess I've got it too far up, huh? In the camera view. I'll bring them down. It just seems to me that... Oh. So what I'm doing, can you see this? I know, I need to move this up, is I'm just gluing them to one edge of the DSP on top of the other. Oops. I turn them over so I know I got them lined up. So, oh, that one went too far up. There's 2, 3, and we are on number 4. And you'll see these are going to go like so. I'm starting to think we were going to have to add the rest of that wood grain in here, and we are. I just know it. So let's just do it, get it over with, and stop worrying about it. Wood grain. My only worry with doing it this way was, will these line up? I can't do anything about it now, so we are just going to stamp it. Do the best we can to line it up. Other side. Now we're going to flip it over and do it all again. Not bad. Turn it this way. Oh, it was raining just a little bit ago and now the sun's out again. Wondering if I can get back out in the garden and use some more of those mussels I hadn't used in years. It took me a couple of days to recuperate. So now that we have all of that done, I'm still not closing up the ink pad. Let's glue these panels down where I want them. Oof. Somehow I didn't line that up where I wanted it. Okay. Funny, different designs. So monochromatic here and so pretty bright and springy on the other side. So we are now going to line this up with the edge. Or do I want it in the center? I originally had it in the center of the card. Yep, we're going to do it, stick with that. So if you need to see your edge, that's because I lifted it up and didn't add enough glue. Gluing it back down. So we're going to do the same to the other side. This card is going to be interesting. It may be that the other one will be better, but who knows? See? Actually, that wood grain is really kind of cool. It's growing on me. So flip it over. Repeat this process. Yeah, not bad. It doesn't look like much now, but once we get this on top, it's looking pretty good to me. So here we go, all the way down to the bottom. All right. So you can see we're getting there. Let's continue to build this card. So next we have our front panel piece, and you do want to make sure you get it going like this. To me right now, this is the front of my card. So actually it's the back to begin with. So I need to put this in this spot, and this piece is 2 7/8 by 1 1/16. And I know that's kind of odd, but it needs to be that measurement. At least it did for me. So we're going to glue this in its spot. Actually, we're going to glue this piece to it first. And this piece is, I have one right here, 2 3/4 by 10 centimeters. And that, my friends, is getting glued there. And now that goes in its little spot. I already can tell I want to do some sponging on this card. That will really bring it out, and we'll do that at the very end. Next, we have the back of our card piece, which is here. And this piece is going to go there. And where is my scrap piece I have? Because I wasn't going to, here they are. Nope, that's not the one. Sorry, y'all, it's like not wanting to get off. So I'm taking this and I am putting a trim like so at the bottom of this piece. That's because this was already a pre-cut piece. It is the same. No, it isn't. Let me give you that measurement. I could make it the same. Why isn't it? Oh, because this is the wrong. It's the same as the white on the other side of the card. No. It's 1/4 of an inch less. I am sorry. I'm kind of flustered. This is 4 by 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4/8. All right. So I'm gluing this piece down at the bottom. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to make sure I get it right where I want it. I'm going to stick a tiny bead of glue here. This piece, this little piece of DSP that I am not using is going to be my guide. You see this right there? That's my guide to glue this down. So I'm going to give this a snippet of glue. Now, I am just adding glue on this little hinge, little edge. That tells me exactly where to butt this up to my basic white piece. And this will now, this is a 1/4 inch strip that was spare. It was just scrap that would have been tossed in the recycle bin. Now it's going to fit perfectly where I want it. And now I'm just going to add glue to both those strips to the base of basic white and put this in place. There we have it. And I should have stamped on this. Yikes. Okay. I wanted to do some stamping. So we're going to do a little thing. I wanted to do some of those little whiskey swirls, lemon swirly things on this. So we're going to do one there, and there. I forgot all about this. So let's do one. No, I have one going that way and this way. So we're going to do it this way. That way. Right here, I'm going to need some scratch paper to make sure I don't get on that DSP. So I'm going to use this back side because I won't be using this strip for Christmas or anything. There we have it. Might as well just use this all the way around, right? We're going to put one, not sure exactly where I want to put one, like that and like that. A little peek over there, and let's line that up on our edge and do a little peek out of one there. Okay, now that we have it, now we're going to spritz it. And I do my spritzing a little different because I do it the way I did it when I did toll painting. So I'm going to close this ink pad up, squish it together. And I am going to use a very old baby toothbrush. Sorry about the camera there. I have my little jar of water. I'll show you. My toothbrush was sitting in it. Tap it off. And don't want a whole bunch. So I'm taking it in here like so. Now this is going to make a bit of a mess. And I usually do this on the floor of my stamp room because my floor is just plywood and I like it like that. But for this purpose, take your index finger and you just rub it against, and you can see all the flecks. Rub it against there. Give more if you want. The less water, the smaller flecks. The more water, the bigger flecks you get. So I need to flip this over. And this is why my floor is speckled in all colors of ink. But I like the look of it a whole lot. So I'm going to turn this way and do some more. You can do it any way you like. That is the way I do it. I'm sticking my finger down in my jar, drying it off on a towel, and there we have that. I'm going to just pop that a little bit closed because we're going to do some more stamping of some elements. We have some things to stamp. So like I said, which way is which now? That could be the front of our card, but this is the way I wanted it to be. Let's see, that one, it's, no, that is not it. Why am I like challenged today? There, just flip it over. It's that simple. Just flip it over. Sorry. All right, so I do have this piece here. Being a dad is whiskey business. Being a mother is too, by the way. And this little piece is 1 1/4 by 3 centimeters. And I stamped this when I did the other card. And all we need to do is cut it off. And I can kind of see, oh, where's the, bringing in my mini guillotine. And I wanted that really close to the edge. And really close to the Y. Recycle bin. But we need the sponge dabbas because we're going to sponge this. We are going to really, this video is going to go longer than, 30 minutes. And I apologize if that bothers you. This, I'm sure, is my cinnamon cider. Just want to make sure it is. We are going to do some sponging on just about everything we can sponge. So let's go ahead and start the sponging. I just think it's going to give it that rustic. I love the cinnamon cider. I am not getting rid of it. I even bought me more because I just see me using this in a lot of things. Scrapbooking, which I've had such a great time really getting into the things I love now that my back, this unit from Nevro I have in my back just is absolutely amazing. So we're going to take it. Oh, love that. Love that along the edge here. We're going to do all along this. Ooh, look at that. That one is a little longer than it should be, so we are going to snip that right off. This card is, I was a little hesitant, telling you the truth. I was like, oh, this is not going the way I want it. Where did I leave off? Right here. But now, I'm really liking it. It is just coming together. So that's why you just never know. It's like a box of chocolates, right? Crafting can be so much fun. It can be frustrating, challenging. Some people don't understand that. So now we do want to go along the edge of here. Oh, so cool. I'm really glad we went the longer route and did this vice the cinnamon cider piece. So do I have, nope, we're going to have to go right here and right there. And yes, we do need to do our little line, don't we? So we should have probably, no, we couldn't have done it any other way. I'm looking for that little scrap of DSP that we just used, because wondering if you can really see this. Let me move that which we just did so you get a better view. I am lining this edge up on my cut line. And I am simply going to easily bring this in and get all along both edges. You see that? Okay, so we're going to turn it this way. Oops, this side, because I can still use the other piece of DSP here. Whether I choose to is another question. All right, And we're going to bring that in farther. Definitely so. And you could say, well, maybe you didn't need that extra piece of basic white in there, but I think you do. It just really gives the substance, okay? Even though it's on thick. We're doing all our edges here, front and back. We don't want to skip anything. So next side is this side. So let's fold it however it wants to fold. Let's start. And sometimes this is what's making the card. I will be honest with you. This sponging is what's really bringing this whole card together. At least it is in my opinion. I would love to know yours, because this is just turning out better than I thought it would. And I am so pleased with it right now. Okay, so now we already did the back of that. We need to do... Did I skip? Nope, we got the back. We got this part here. Needs sponging. Flip it over. Do all your creases. Double check you want to do around the edge of our swing. Here, doing the edge. And did I do the edge on this side? Nope, so bring it in. You don't need a lot on the inside part of it. This is still not. And there is a difference, trust me. Okay, now we have to do, we got a whole bunch there, but that looks actually really cool. It's almost like a burn mark. All right, so next, I see we stopped right here, because I probably got lost on where the card was going. Okay, so now we're going to do this edge. And I really like that kind of burnt mistake right there. So we're going to probably mimic that some more on here. Charred look. You know, whiskey barrels are charred. So let's do that. Let's put a little, can we, not that. That is not, how did I do that? I don't know. But I really like it. I'm not sure how to mimic that. Oh, there we go. Just the edge of the sponge dauber. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I think we're done sponging for now. All right. So I'm going to put the sponge dauber up there. And this is the front of our card, which fold your card, flip it over, however. Let's get this. Now, I told you we're repurposing this pieces of this card, right? Unfold the rock card. Garbage. I want the whiskey thing off of there. I want the glass, the top shelf. Cheers, I might restamp. That one, I might restamp the rest. Okay, let's see what we can repurpose, reuse. Yes, those were not Stampin' Up! Dimensionals because I was not a demonstrator at the time. So like I said, because this, unless you wanted to go it sideways, but I wanted to do it straight up, I cut it like so. Just cut the top off. And I'm going to tell you how I did this. Okay, you see it has a sheen to it. This is done with the fine tip glue pen. I took it and I just used it to fill it in, and it gave it this great little bit of like glassy glaze type of a look. So we are setting this down. Did I pop it up? I did pop it up. So let's get some Stampin' Up dimensionals now. We're going to need some of those and some mini ones. Hold on. There's my little bits of minis. So we're going to get 2 on here. Maybe 4. I'm not sure, but I really want it to be on there really well. So 4 will do it. 1 mini for the top. 1 mini for the very top, and I think 2 minis for this little cap of our bottle. So everything's still in camera, which is good. This one off. So we are placing this right there. I love it. Uh-oh. Do y'all see what happened to my, oh, it's sticking to me. And I want this laying on its side, kind of like that, like we just cracked that bottle open. This is where we have our Being a Dad is Whiskey Business. And we are going to do it kind of like a triangle piece right there. And this is not getting popped up. Making sure, yep, okay. This is going to be like that. Which, do I want that popped up? No, I don't. This is such a super cute card. Okay, now, straight up, you're the best. I think we're going to restamp it. Oh, that's... I was going to use this one too. Sending you an old-fashioned birthday card. We're going to put that on the back. So let's get that one out. Let's see. Straight up. I wanted to use the straight up part of this. Trying to reach for a block. Any block will do right about now. And we just want to do straight up. And how we're going to do that is like so. We're going to hold that on top of the bottom and ink up straight up. And then we're going to put that right there. And hopefully that worked. Oh, it did. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so we need to cut that, because this is our little hidden message in here. And we do want to trim this. And we're going to sponge it, of course. You know I'm doing it like this because I couldn't cut a straight line for nothing. All right, so we're going to sponge this up. And we won't need to back it on anything with the sponging. It'll do its job. Now, what I did is I wanted this hidden behind the Whiskey Business. Like so. So then turn that over and we know exactly where to place it. And I'm holding my finger there because I know that I'm going to butt it up against my fingernail when I place it on here at an angle, if I can get it off. Let's see. There we have it. Now, when you flip this over, you won't see that's behind there. Okay? That's what we want. Next, we are going to do the rear part of our card, which this is what I had. Let me unfold it. Cheers to you. but I decided I only want to use one of these whiskey glasses. And I wanted to use this one. Let me take that off real quick. It says, sending you an old-fashioned birthday card, which I really, really, really like this. And I'm looking for my piece of DSP, which, excuse me, is like disappeared all of a sudden. Kind of crazy, isn't it? Oh, here's a piece. This is thick whisper white. That will work. So where is sending you an old-fashioned birthday card? Really, really like this. We're gonna maybe make more of an element of this. Okay, there we have that. Where is my little whiskey sours and Daffodil Delight? We're gonna stamp some of those on it. All right, I'm not sure how much of it, and I can already tell, you know, that is stamped like cockeyed, cockeyed. I would have to figure out sometimes. Okay, let's just try this again. This time we're going to stamp this. Now let's try to stamp it straight. It could be, I don't know what was wrong with this, but there was something wrong with it. I think I want it right about there. Let's see if that gets straighter. It is straight. Okay, so we're happy with that. Now we're going to bring in the guillotine and give it a cut. And so I'm going to cut this side right here. And I know I do this an awful lot, but it's just kind of how I do the edges. And I'm still thinking that is, I'm cutting the wrong one, y'all. It's just one of those days. Okay, so I'm going to have to figure out how to make this straight. All that extra cutting was for nothing. All the extra stamping was. We got to take a little bit off that end, and it is straight or straight enough. So we're going to bring our sponge dauber in. Cool. And we need to put it on. There we have it. We're going to need to sponge that too, but let's, this piece is 3/4 of an inch by 2. So if it's 3/4 of an inch, we need to cut an inch strip, and it is 2 inches. I'm going to go to 2 1/4 plus 1 centimeter just to make sure if I screwed up, I have enough to, nope, that will work. And we're going to sponge around the edges of this. And well, 50 minutes. I'm sorry, y'all. I've really been trying hard not to do such long videos, but sometimes you just have fun or you're making mistakes. You need to keep going. So we're going to repurpose my other little words that are already done. Here, let's get this on our card. Make sure we don't do it upside down. So there's our card. Turn it this way. open it up. I'm going to put this down here and put the whiskey glass there. I really wanted it. We could do it. We could do both of them. Yeah. We're going to do them both. Why not, right? I so love this. Okay, so we're going to glue this one down. Like so. This one, no, we're just going to leave those there and add some more glue. I'm not going to tear anything more apart. Okay, and next we have Straight Up, You're the Best, which we already did straight up. So what I need to do is get the You're the Best off of this. Cut a straight line and let's sponge it. We could actually do You're the Best. I think that is what we're going to take the You're. Please be straight enough. Need to do that edge. And yeah, there's nowhere to write anything, but you could write up here if you wanted. It's just I did so much creating on this card. It's one way so you don't have to write a whole lot. You're the best. And then that's the back of our card. I may not need anything more. You're the best. I could put top shelf. Yeah, we're going to use the top shelf. Let's see here. Told you we're repurposing a card. So we are going to pop that like so. And you guessed it, sponge. Sponge. And we're going to have to do an envelope here to finish off our card. So we're going to put top. You'll see the difference. I'll do a side by side in a minute. I'm going to put top here and shelf right there. I want that little, want that just a wee bit shorter. No, is it going to be? Oh, no, it fits. Okay. Top shelf, you're the best. Love it, love it, love it. I wish we had like brown stones or something else. Okay, I think we are done with this card. Never mind. Let's get the envelope done. Constantly reaching in the old envelope box, which is no longer my current box. So let's really do up our envelope. So we need to move this, move that out of the way. I still cannot find my, can't believe I can't find my stamp. Oh, there it is. I wanted the little wood grain one to do an accent. We're going to do Cheers to You, Your Top Shelf. And I want this in the background, but I want it stamped off. I want it light. So we're going to put this right here. We're going to do some of these right there. That is not the color I wanted it in, but it is going to be the color now. It's all right. And Cheers to You. in Top Shelf. Put this one on the other side up there so I can see it when I stamp it. It's kind of crooked, but that will work all right. And I'm really thinking we need another whiskey glass, but I don't have another one to spare. Cheers to you, your Top Shelf. Let's just stamp it right here on the back of the card. Very cute. Very, 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 very cute. In fact, we might even put one right on the inside. And you know what? Let's do the bottle. I wonder if our bottle will fit down here. Oh, it will. That's cute. Okay. Using all my stamp blocks. Paper pumpkin stamp block time. We are going to do this right there. Talk about stamping. Oh, so cute. Now I wonder if I could do the top. Okay, I need to mask this off right there to do what I want to do. I've got that inked up. I'm going to see if this works. And I need a piece of scratch paper to come in like so. Okay, you can see what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to put the top of the bottle on the flap. I need to take this part off. We're going to see if this works. Well, it's close enough. That'll work for now. All right, y'all. Oh, I'm probably going to do another envelope, but you get the hint. And actually, I have used every single stamp in the stamp set. That's a first. So let's clean this up, and I'll show you the two cards. And thank you for staying with me here. So this is the card I originally did to inspire this card, this one here. All right. But this is the one that the card came out to be. And I definitely like this one so much better. So our envelope needs some work. But excuse me, that's just the way it goes sometimes. So I'm gonna, in this video, get cleaned up, go get something to drink. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, walking through it with me, having all the fun. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up as I'm trying to grow this channel. And I hope you have a great time creating out there. I hope that me showing you the mistakes and errors and my thought process helps you in your crafting. That's why I do this, because I'm not a machine. These cards are handmade. There's a lot of thought and love put into these. I've already spent just 2.5 hours this morning getting things prepped and then doing the video. And I hope you appreciate it and know that this is the passion I have for this hobby. And I'm so pleased that you're watching. Please leave me a comment, thumbs up,
and I'll see you again in my wonderland. Bye-bye now.